Hey guys, welcome to the CMPS 261 course on server management. My name is Jeff Seaman. I'll be teaching this class. It's a facilitation course. I just want to kind of go through what to expect. There's information regarding that, but this first week, well, let me just start here. So it's an 8-week course. The class officially begins today on Sunday. Assignments are due every Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So end of the day. If you're late, try not to be more than a couple days late. I could have some leeway, but if it's like Wednesday, Thursday, that's a problem. One of the things I also want to mention, like going into it, like you have course assignments, you have discussions, and I'll post it in the discussion. This week there's 2 discussions. The first one is just a introduction. I prefer that you do a video, and I also prefer that you send a video, like put it somewhere instead of uploading a video where I have to download it. Sometimes I don't have, because I'm using a Mac, so people use Windows sometimes. So try to upload a video like to YouTube or whatever the heck it is, Vimeo. And then secondly, there is another discussion this week, and it's more relevant to what we're learning for the week. So what I'm interested in you guys doing is posting your initial post by Thursday. So that way people have some time to respond. What I don't want to see is if you post your post on Sunday, then nobody really has a chance to actually have a conversation. So that'll be a requirement. Else I'll have to dock points for not following instructions. First week, we could, let it go from there. So first week, introduction to servers and server operating systems. Curious what your background is on this. There's a bunch of videos. The first discussion question this week is server situation. If you're employed, or what can you tell us about your server situation at work? If you don't work, maybe make something up, like how many servers does your organization operate? What are operating systems do they run? If you're not employed, tell us something about a server environment and an organization that you may have been involved with, or so forth. So even if you haven't, just maybe do some research and see what companies are doing. When I started off in the industry, it was all on premise, and what that means is servers were housed in buildings, in local data center buildings. So for example, PNC Bank, when I originally started working there, if you ever go up to 15 Summit Park Drive in Robinson, there's a building, you'll know what building it is. It's enclosed with big gates and stuff like that, and that's one of their data centers. So traditionally, at one point in time, companies like PNC Bank, they only had like a couple data centers, one in Pittsburgh and then maybe one on the other side for disaster recovery purposes. But now a lot of companies and organizations are switching over to cloud-based environments. So it's getting a little bit different. People are getting away from the on-premise thing. So be curious to see what you say, and I'll share my information as well. So that's module 1, just kind of getting a little dive into servers and so forth. There's an assignment this week, which is actually due on the 7th of July. It's in regards to installing VirtualBox. Now, if you prefer, not VirtualBox, there's VMware. If you prefer VMware, I'm perfectly fine. The reason I went with VirtualBox is because it's Oracle, it's free, so for now. Second is installing FreeBSD. So if you ever set up your gel account, that's what we use at the school. So that is a breakdown of information. So first week is basically setting up your environment, getting acquainted with stuff. Second week, we'll get started with FreeBSD server, like I said. That's the same server that we use for our gel account. Week 3, we'll dive into software maintenance. Week 4, we're getting into tuning and configuration. By module 5, we're talking about storage management. Module 6, we're getting into networking. Module 7, we'll get into some shell scripting, so a little bit of scripting coding. And then last week, we'll get into module 8, building a WordPress server. So if you go to it.pointpark.edu, that is actually using WordPress. We're getting away from that because if you go to appliedcomputerscience.org, we're using a different framework. We're using directly through GitHub, a custom design. But anyways, so that is week one, or all the weeks basically. And like I said, week one, you have two discussions. There's an assignment setting up your environment, and then there's a module, a summary module, like what did you learn for a week, and so forth. Now there are quizzes, but I took the quiz out for the first week because I want you to kind of get acclimated to the environment. So the second week, there'll be a little quiz. I think it's worth 25 points. So I look forward to your introductions. Yeah, remember this week is a holiday week. I'll actually be traveling. But if you're not on Element, I recommend you get on Element. So I'm very available on Element. I'm looking at who's in this class because I know some of you are on Element. Some of you may not be on Element. Like I know John's on Element. 100% sure, but the others, I'm not sure. I know that I made it an extra credit in the last course, so some of you were in that class. And I think some of you, like Tia, I think you're in it as well. But if you're not, reach out to me and let's get you on Element so that you also, what's important about Element is we have a forum for Applied Computer Science, so students have opportunities like Mark and I, Professor Fortman, we tend to get our requests from companies and organizations looking for rare opportunities, and we post them in there. Like this past week, we had an opportunity for somebody who worked for the company to help out with artificial intelligence, and one of our computer science students reached out, and he is now helping that organization out. So things like that. All right, well, welcome to week one. Hope you guys have a good week, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.